hey guys, welcome to another episode of SliderCuts Shaping Up Culture. Episode 3. This episode is out of sight, out of mind. So, why am I talking about out of sight, out of mind? What does it mean for those who don't understand or have never heard this term before, or should I say this saying before? It simply means this, that you were out of sight, so I didn't remember you because you just weren't in my sight. You know, older people generally say out of sight, out of mind. I'll give you an example. It's just like, have any of you ever held an event where there were people you were supposed to invite, but you just forgot? And the reason why you forgot is because you hadn't seen them people maybe in the last few months, so you just forgot about them. In that situation, you'd say, oh, out of sight, out of mind. The reason why you forgot about them, because you just hadn't seen them in the last few months. Anyway, why am I talking about this anyway? About 2 weeks ago, I was in a barbershop, obviously, and I was with a few clients, Femi and Delzy, and we're having a conversation because Femi is a director and a writer, and he just got his film signed to Island Records, and he got it signed by another client of, not client of mine, I cut him sometimes, he's a client of Damon's, Alex. So everyone just assumed that the reason why it got signed by Alex is because they know each other, like Femi knows Alex, Alex knows Femi. It just made sense as to why Alex would have signed the film. But then he explained to us that wasn't the case. The way it got signed was because his partner Nikki, who also wrote the film with him, put a post on Instagram which Alex saw, and the rest is history. So what is the point of this anyway? We're talking about it, all three of us, me, Delzy and Femi, to the idea of you know Alex, Alex knows you, you know what Alex does, Alex knows what you do. So how come you guys just didn't connect, knowing each other and knowing what you do? Why was it that this post on Instagram like made this whole thing happen? And then the statement came up, out of sight, out of mind. You were in his sight. It is really important to keep in people's sight, to keep in people's radars, especially when you're offering a service, when you're selling a service, some type of product. You can be a personal trainer, you can be an electrician, a plumber, a barber, a videographer. MC?
Yeah.
MC. Shout out Congo Mike. You're going to drop some bars for us today?
Later. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, MC. You know, whatever you are, right, it is so important that when you are selling a service that you stay on people's radars. So if you are selling a service, guys, you don't want to be in that position where you see someone who was looking for your service and you see them, let's say, a month later, and they're like, oh, yes, I forgot. You are an electrician, innit? And you know what? I was looking for an electrician and I forgot about you, bruv. And you know how often that happens? That happens with me. I'm looking for someone. I'm looking for a plumber. I'm looking for an electrician. Then I see someone months later. And I'm like, oh, my goodness, I forgot you do that. Ah, okay, yeah. Then like, yeah, next time, shout me. Cool. But my thing is, the reason why you forgot about this person is because they just weren't on your radar. They weren't in your sight. How do you stay in someone's sight? How do you stay on someone's radar if you're selling a service? As an example, and I'll give you one example from a client of mine, well, a client of the shop, should I say, who does something which he stays on my radar for this reason. A guy called Marcus Rose. He's a personal trainer. But about a few months ago, he sent me a WhatsApp message broadcast saying, you know, he's offering personal training sessions, this price, he's doing this discount or this deal if you come to him now. A month later, I got a message from him again. A month later, the same thing happened. You know what he has done now? If somebody comes to me now and they say they're looking for a personal trainer, the first person I'm going to think of, to be honest, is my brother, PMAC Fitness, shout out PMAC Fitness, because he's a personal trainer. And I'm going to think about Marcus Rose, because you keep messaging me about you being a personal trainer. Now, I know, guys, broadcasts, everybody finds them annoying. I know that, but so what? Whatever the case, when they need your service, I guarantee they'll remember you. Another way, social media. There's YouTube, there's Twitter, there is Instagram, there is Facebook, there is Snapchat. Put yourself out on these platforms. I put myself out like almost every day on these platforms. So it means that I'm remaining in people's sight. So if somebody thinks about a barber, and especially if you follow me, even if you don't follow me, because I might end up on your Explorer page, because I'm always posting, it means that I'm always staying in your sight. So when you're looking for this service, you might remember me because you remember that I posted this morning. I'm constantly, you know, putting myself out there. And also, remember this other thing as well. Where everybody is, you should be. If everybody is on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Snapchat, on any other platform, then you should have your service listed on all of those platforms. Stay in people's sights. Like, if you can acknowledge, and I've heard people say this, you know, they know that, you know, Instagram is popular, or Facebook is popular, and whatever else is popular, but they're just like, I'm not really about that though. I'm not one of them guys, this and that. But you're selling a service. What do you mean you're not one of them guys? But you're not one of them guys who wants business. Be where everybody else is. Because remember, out of sight, out of mind means you need to be in people's sights. So where everybody is where you need to be. And the other tip is you need to do all these things consistently. So it's not good enough to put yourself out there once and say, you know what, okay, I'm going to put a post on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and whatever relevant social media site there is, and WhatsApp, and send, one message out to everybody and put one post out on everything and be like, yeah, cool. I put myself out there. I'm on everybody's site. Great, now let's watch the business roll in. That's not good enough. And you know why it's not good enough? Because the world is always moving. Even like literally the world spins. It's always moving. You can't stand still because everybody's always moving, which means if you stand still, you're actually moving backwards. So this is the reason why, guys, it is so important to stay in people's sights, stay in people's radars, because opportunities are always out there, but people aren't always going to remember you. So make sure you are in their face. Don't be out of sight, out of mind. Stay on the radar. Thank you for logging into another session of SliderCuts Shaping Up Culture, episode 3. I'll see you next week. Peace.